Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check, 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 check.
On first down, Carson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Good job right there.
On third down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
At the 26-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Now it's Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That's it. Big hit.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's good.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Come on, QB, come on.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 23-yard run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Buying time to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. And his first throw here is incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, got four down. Choose the mic.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone, so a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will get it at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the 1st half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Move. Even. 4 down. Even. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Dalton. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Yo. 57's the Mike. I'm scared.
Now it's Carson. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Hey, watch it.
Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 22-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 19.
They go read option with Wilson. And an alley to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Davis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They go again with Davis. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Watch two. Here we go. D all day. Defense all day. All day. Jack. 2-2. Move.
Passing. It's Dalton. Finding Green complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. Alpha.
From the 41, Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Andy Dalton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check.
Can. Hey, box truck.
Box 2. Watch the screen.
Dalton here from the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That whole line, they got to protect it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here. Oh, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Now Wilson. This complete to Lockett. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They run it with Carson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Room to run inside the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarter...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Give him 32 on the play. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Here comes the boom.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Carson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And able to find Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think. Because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. On second down now, Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Titans on Ringo.
Nice.
3 down. Deuce.
49, check 49. Easy.
Big spot. Andy Dalton eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not.
It got his man complete. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. He's got Green. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The toss play to Mixon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Mixon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
93, 52, 93, 44.
On second down, Mixon. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
13 yards. And a Bengals first down.
Hey, lead.
Come to my work. We won't.
On first down, Mixon, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Cincinnati, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm
The Broncos are now on the clock.
All right, man, eyes up, eyes up. Take a look at what we got here. Let's remember what we're running here, okay? This means you go first and you go second. Does that make sense? Make sure you don't mess this up, all right?
Set. 180. Set. 180. What's that? Set. 180. What's that? Set. 220. Set. 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 180. What's that? 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 Sit sec. 180. What's that? Set. 180. What's that? Set. 180. Set. What's that? Set. 220. Set. What's that? Hurry, hurry. Set. 180. What's that?
It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
We got this.